There was this paradox at the heart of medieval monasticism.
One of the driving forces behind monasticism was the idea that as monks led purer, simpler, more austere lives, their prayers were worth more than other folks. Of course, the purer, simpler, more austere a monastery was, the more it attracted wealth from rich clients anxious for it to say their prayers for them. The irony was that the wealthier a monastery became, the less pure, simple and austere its lifestyle became, and hence less valuable its prayers. It was a vicious circle.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So a new breed of monk would take monasticism back to basics. Here on the North Yorkshire moors, a group of monks arrived from the French abbey of Clairvaux in 1132.
These monks had come to get back to the basics of St. Benedict's rule and enjoy lives of abject poverty, vegetarianism and strict discipline. They called themselves Cistercians and wore white robes to symbolize purity. They also wore no underpants to symbolize, well, I'm not quite sure what that symbolized, but St. Benedict hadn't mentioned anything about underpants, and so the Cistercians would have no truck with the things. Some call it bare-bottomed piety. The Cistercians were determined to worship God not only without underpants, but in the most remote and uninhabited places. At the start, there were just 12 monks and an abbot living here in wooden huts. But within 20 years, the wooden huts were a distant memory.
They named the new monastery Rievaulx, and many more were soon to follow.
The Cistercians were more than a religious movement. They were a brand. They invented a sort of Mac monasticism, a worldwide franchise in which uniformity was the key. The same books, the same food, the same customs, the same clothes, the same architecture. It's said that a blind monk from Scotland could find his way around a Cistercian monastery in Scandinavia.